Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway in Foxborough. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And the Seahawks offense, 1st and 10, getting ready to go. Got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. That one good for 33 in the first.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run. This one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again. And instead, it works opposite.
And some room to work. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 3rd down. It's Sanders, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Gets past one man. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Ezekiel Ansah. In there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Now Sanders. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. And tough starting field position here. To throw here. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, eh.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. But he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And the D looking like they may blitz. Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Past the 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, it's McCoy. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. On third down, Roethlisberger. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Khalil Mack. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here we go on fourth down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first-half chance. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll go again to McCoy. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. And they're definitely showing blitz here. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger will throw. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the 1st half. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the 2nd quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even. In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. In that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have doing. You lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Six-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
I do know from experience, that's what. Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down following the run. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Nigel Bradham in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Seattle. Here's Austin. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 26 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And out now come the Seahawks. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And his throw is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Roethlisberger flushed out right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Fresh set of downs here. On the counter, here's McCoy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. A give to the fullback on the dive. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their full band. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He's back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man. Complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to...
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This fielded at the 2. And the Broncos getting ready to go on 1st and 10. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Shazier coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And to give this time to the tailback. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
and they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside, but it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a third down.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. So they pulled a little rabbit out of their hat, nearly for 6, almost got the fake into the end zone. Either way, they're set up really nicely.
So we all fell for the illusion, didn't we? Did they saw someone in half on stage on that one? I mean, that was something right there. We fell for the fake in a big way, as did the defense, and look what it turned into, a monster play, and now they're set up inside the 5-yard line.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And give them credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
It's a quarterback sneak, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series. They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Michael Vick taking it in. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this this up to the 34-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. Play action now. Mariota steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and goal now. Ball on the and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Michael Vick as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. They juked him. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And coming out now, the Broncos. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Let's go! 58!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Defense showing blitz. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now they'll run it on the toss. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. second down, Mariota. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
On third down, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Mariota now on second down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. Mariota again. Being chased out left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. They'll try to throw now. Mariota eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Third and long here for Mariota. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Here's Mariota, forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep for Demarius. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, they set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Escaping the pressure right. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. 3rd play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the ground, this is Jackson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sean Lee in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They run the counter now on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gonzalez. The 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Let's go. 58.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Javon Hargrave in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception here, Mariota dancing to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second down here after the incomplete pass. On the run, this is Jackson. Got some room at the 30. Fighting through, and he's got space. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 81 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They go play action. Mariota to the left side here for Eifert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it with Jackson. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Being chased out left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now it's Jackson. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And some strong running. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demarius Thomas. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw here. And he whips one in there complete. That's Demarius Thomas. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go! Ooh, 58!
They'll throw now on the final play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. And we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the third quarter. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They run again with Jackson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, it's Jackson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 21-yard line.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Zach Brown in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing. No pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on...
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, at first I thought that might have been a bobbled snap, but as it developed, it wasn't. They designed that fake, probably wishing they would have kicked it.
Certainly that was not a bobble, because we've seen that before, haven't we? You know, and they have a code word, right? Usually a fire. And oftentimes that means move outside, right? They try and find open space and the holder rolls out. He tried to go up the middle. That was designed with blocking, and they had no place to go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. On the move to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
The game, they turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Thought they had something going.